Hello and welcome back to the Love Lab. This is Calabama Cooking with Chef Lorious, your one-stop shop for all things comfort food. Guys, today we are making lobster and shrimp fettuccine with a Cajun cream sauce. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Let's get to it. So this video today, guys, is being done in collaboration with two other YouTube channels. This is being done with Ray Max, Kitchen and Grill, or Kitchen and Barbecue, and with Daddy Cooks. These two fellows are both amazing cooks. I encourage you, please go over to their channel, check out what they've got. You will be thoroughly impressed, and be sure to subscribe and tell them Chef Lorious sent you. Represent Team Calabama, okay, guys? So one of our viewers, in common viewers, asked the three of us to do a Cajun pasta dish, and they wanted to see all of our take on it. So that's what we're doing. Now, I don't know exactly what the two of them did, and they don't know exactly what I did, but I'm representing the ladies, and that's why we're doing lobster and shrimp fettuccine with the Cajun cream sauce. So let's jump right in. Let's get to our ingredients. Okay, so we have a lot of ingredients because we're going to make our own Cajun seasoning, but we've first got some portobello mushrooms and a sweet yellow onion. Portobello's just, y'all know, I love portobellos and I love onions. I just can't cook anything without them. Of course, we're going to have some minced garlic in this. And over here is our shrimp and lobster, okay? I've got these in a bowl. I'm going to season them up and get going with that. Now, here are the ingredients where we're going to make our own Cajun seasoning. We've got some cayenne, a little bit of cayenne, some chili powder, some paprika, some thyme, and some garlic powder. So we're going to mix these together for our version of a Cajun seasoning. And of course, we have some flour to go along with our cream here that we're going to make our cream sauce with. So you guys, that's a lot. We've also got some olive oil and salt. You know, there's a whole bunch going on, but it's going to be good. Let's get going. So we're going to actually take our lobsters and we're going to cook them in the oven. We're going to broil them, and then we're going to put them on top of our dish when we're done. So we're going to mix up our Cajun seasoning. We're starting first with that chili powder and paprika, okay? Did I get it all out? A little bit of cayenne. I didn't go crazy today with the cayenne, guys, because I want everybody to be able to eat this. Some thyme, okay? And some garlic powder. Now, you can always just go to the store and buy Cajun seasoning. I'm just going to use this to mix it together. It's really not that big of a deal. I just like making my own seasonings, so I just like to mix them up myself. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to start by getting our meat ready. I'm going to put a little olive oil here on my seafood. I'm actually going to scoot this skillet out the way until I'm ready for it. Okay, put just a little olive oil on there. All right, and I have my spatula here. Just going to mix that around. Okay. So it's got just a little bit of a coating on it to help the seasoning stick. And then I'm just going to take my measuring spoon rather, and just sprinkle a little bit on here to get it all over the seafood. I will use more seasonings as I go along, but I just, for starters, want to get some flavor going here. Just a little bit there. And since I did not add salt to this particular seasoning, we're going to add some salt in there. Okay, generous pinch of salt. Okay, there we go. And we're going to take our lobster tails. Now, I bought some small lobster tails, as you can see. Okay, these are little. These are not meant to be big ones. The main thing is all of the seafood, not just the lobster. I'm going to take these lobster tails, guys, and I'm going to broil them. It's only going to take them about 5 or 6 minutes to broil. Okay, so I'm just going to lay them here on this baking sheet, just like this. Okay, there's one more like that. Okay, there we go. I'm going to sprinkle a little more seasoning on them. These are going to be beautiful on top of our dish. Just make sure you get the underside, both sides of them. Oh yeah, that side needs it. And there, okay, just like so. All right. You're going to put these in the oven, broil them on the regular level of the oven. Sometimes with the broiler, you move things up higher. Just going to do this on the regular level, and you're going to do it at 450, and broil it at 450 for just about 5 to 7 minutes. This will not take long at all. Okay, now that our lobster has been put into the oven to start broiling. We're going to start cooking up our veggies. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of our skillet to start. Okay, and we're going to start by putting in our onions and mushrooms. And we're going to also sprinkle some of our seasoning as well, because we want this Cajun flavor all through our dish. And I'm going to add a touch of salt. Let this cook up. Cajun smell is starting to come through, guys. Once our veggies soften just a little bit, we're going to add to it our minced garlic. You want to wait to add your garlic though, because you don't want it to burn. If you add it too soon, it's just literally just going to burn in the oil. So we're going to let this get soft first, and then we're going to add the garlic to it. Ooh, this smells so good. And again, just use olive oil liberally as you need it to keep your pan moist. Oh, that looks perfect. Now that this is softened, we're going to add our minced garlic. Oh, it smells delicious. And we're going to add our shrimp. Okay, we're going to sprinkle some more of our seasoning in here as well. And we're going to also add another generous pinch of salt. Oh, see how easy this is? This is such a simple dish. It's coming together. Our shrimp are almost done. They're starting to turn white. Look how beautiful and plump they are. Can you see that? Just beautiful shrimp. I'm going to watch that heat a little bit. I turned it down some. Oh yes, this is what you want collecting on the bottom, is that lovely, just mixture of goodness. That's what I call it. Okay, now while our shrimp is here, I'm going to turn this down significantly. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of flour in here to start to coat it. This is about, 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in. Okay. I'm just going to mix it all around to get it completely covered. And I'm going to pour the cream in next so that it can thicken up as well. Okay, a little bit more. You want to take your time with adding the flour because you don't want it to lump up, okay? Okay, and now that that's done, I'm going to take some heavy whipping cream mixed with some chicken broth. And the reason I've included chicken broth in here is because frequently heavy whipping cream is very, very rich. And if you have people who have any difficulty digesting the richness of the heavy whipping cream, the chicken broth helps break it up so that they're able to eat it as well, okay? I'm gonna let this come to a simmer. And what you'll also notice is I've left some of my cream mixture behind because I put a little flour in the pan, but I'm gonna put the rest of the flour or more of the flour into this cream mixture, whisk it together to get the desired thickness that I want ultimately in my sauce. We're going to bring this to a gentle boil, and we're going to do a gentle boil because our shrimp cooked about 80% of the way. They're almost completely done. You want your shrimp to be white when they're finished, but just because they turn white on the outside doesn't always mean they're completely done on the inside. So you just want to give it a couple minutes. So I'm just going to let this kind of come to a nice little simmer while I get this thickened up and ready to add to it as need be. Just whisk it together like that. I put the flour in there and just whisk it together. And after this comes to a simmer, we'll start slowly adding a little bit more cream until we get it to the exact consistency we want it. Let's take a taste. You should always taste along the way as you're cooking. Otherwise, how will you know if it's correct? Oh, that's delicious. But I think it needs some more Cajun. It's getting there. Okay, well here are our little lobster tails. They came out of the oven. They were just broiled for a total of about 8 minutes. And you don't want them to overcook, you just want them to just cook nicely. I've got my fettuccine noodles here, and I've got my sauce. This nice bit of pasta here. And then we'll take a couple of these cute little lobster tails and put them right on top. Just like that. Now, isn't that beautiful? I can't wait to dig in, guys. Guys, this is amazing. It tastes better than I thought it would. And I knew it was gonna taste good, but it's even better. It's cream sauce. Well guys, we did it. We made our shrimp and lobster fettuccine with creamy Cajun sauce or Cajun cream sauce. It's absolutely delicious. That came out amazing. Be sure you check out Ray and Phil's channels, Ray Mac's Kitchen as well as Daddy Cooks. When you go over there, make sure you subscribe and tell them Chef Lorious sent you, okay? Thanks for being with me. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Give me a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Talk to me, people. I appreciate you guys. If you like this kind of step-by-step instruction on how to make your favorite meals, go ahead and subscribe to this channel as well, and make sure to hit the bell so you're notified for every new video. All right, guys, thank you so much for being with me. Had a great time with you. I'll see you next time right here in the Love Lab. Happy cooking.